everything was put into it for Sprout. The level of performance needed to be able to take the Spirit down on that map is incredible. The team play, the flashes, the focus, everybody needed to hit their stride. Clutches were needed out of Dennis. Spiidi were getting some huge multi-kills, but most importantly, it was Slacks who was doing the heavy lifting. Odds have dropped massively on the 1x bet. We come down here onto Nuke, the final map of the day. We're hopping right into things. Jolberet is out for SDY. I was saying before the map begun that he has to be the player that steps up around that area. He was very quiet on Dust 2. He has a very important role in this A site.
Let's see if he can deliver from that position. I would expect him to be able to after a good end to the game on Dust 2, even if they couldn't come back for the full win. He upped his game. Hello, Dennis. Oh, he only sees the arms and the body. He can't get the headshot he was looking for. That's a shame. Sprout will continue to play it slow. And now degster has been dinked.
Oh, Mir, he's looking for his pick as well down into the doorway. SDY is close by, and he's got these dual Berettas ready to get going in the pistol round. He's opened it up. Slacks is down early. When I say early, I mean under a minute left. Cresty doing a good job. Spiidi able to find a couple back. And suddenly, is Sprout in the lead with the player count. It's not comfortable here for Team Spirit. It's not really that comfortable for Sprout either. They don't have significant map control. Dennis could be the player that draws that back for them, though. He could fix that problem. Chopper, comes down to these fights. Dennis not landing the shots. It's a bit awkward. Now he's relying on his teammates to get down the vent, and they're going to do it. They're down into the B bomb site now. If they just sprint their way through there, they'll get it planted. Dennis finds Chopper, looking the wrong way. Thought Dennis got away, but Dennis just hangs around and waits for him to come back into his crosshair. And Sprout with a really well-played pistol round right now. Spiidi's about to get the flank as well on the SDY. He's trying to fight out the opponents inside of the site. Spiidi with a quick headshot. And Magic's just trying to figure out where the Sprout players are because they've been catching them off in the back quite consistently in this pistol round. And now they know where Magic is. They're looking to take him down. And Sprout will win the round. 1-0 up for the T side. A good start as well is needed for Sprout. We've seen what that can do for them.
And seeing that pistol round play out just makes you wonder, could Sprout continue to outmaneuver Spirit like they did on Dust 2? Maybe they can't go man for man against this Team Spirit side and just take aim duels, but if you can catch a few players off guard, if you can catch some unsuspecting CTs in some positions they're not ready for, you can still win a bunch of rounds. That's what Sprout will be relying on in this round, though, just relying on the fast A play.
Super quick to the Mac 10, but it's Magic's on a super quick double kill. Deagle coming in, stopping the attack, and SDY getting one as well. That's the run. That's the issue you run when you go with this, right? The risk is you get shut down by the Deagles. Luckily, Favin's pulled a couple back, but it's still not done yet. Team Spirit with the man advantage. They drop down and through the smoke. Favin's found another. 3 in the round so far. And what was a perfect start for Team Spirit is right back down into a coin toss. You have the AK here for Chopper. Re-smoke out to the squeaky door. And Sprout, where are they going to go with these Galeals? They're just going to hang around and wait for the A play. They're not going elsewhere. Because of the time they're taking, obviously it leaks into the minds of Team Spirit that they could have changed their positions, so they're going to have to draw back. They can't afford to just fully commit to the site. But Sprout really running the time down now. Got a lot of it.
Just waiting to see if Spirit get inquisitive. Eventually they will make their move, and Chopper's position doesn't have clear eyes onto the site, so they won't know that this bomb is about to be planted. Smoke's available for Sprout. That will make this retake even more difficult. And with a lack of kit, Spirit are suddenly in a position where they're not favored to win the round anymore.
Sprout is taking the time, letting the round come to a standstill, and finally the kill start to come in. Chopper with one quick one. Spiidi now looking for the 1v2. He's found the first, and it's up against Chopper. Chopper was pulling him out of a lot of holes, but not this time. Spiidi on the double kill. Sprout survive. And what was looking like a done deal for Team Spirit, they found all of his early deagle shots, and then it all crumbled with Favin just having an unbelievable 3K on the Galil, should I say. Third kill through the smoke is just a little too much, really, from Favin.
Crazy start to the round from Magix too, who lands a couple of deed shots close quarters. It ends up being 2 headshots, but he hit to the body initially. Sprout able to take the 2-0 lead despite having to fight from the back foot in that one. And hopefully for their sake, this one will be somewhat easier. Again, largely USPs. Magix is unreal today. Double dink with the USP at long range. That is not a fight he should be winning. But Magix has continued to impress as the day goes on. The response from Sprout is solid, though. They can take that ramp control. Oh, they're going down lower, though. Look at the CT stack here.
Oh, Chopper, he's got the 5-7. He's going to try and make it work. The attack down. Sprout looking to run it through. Favas with the headshot. You need a couple kills here, Team Spirit, to really make this doable. The bomb plant's starting to come in. Smokes are making it easy to lock it down. Right now, needs to be chaos created for Sprout. SDY. He's found one, but the rest of the team clean it up. Favin, Dennis, and Spiidi getting it done together. And there's a 3-0 lead for Sprout. Flawless to start things off by coming in for Team Spirit now.
Fantastic utility usage from Sprout. Nothing flashy, nothing too crazy, but solid pieces of utility put into the right places. Not missing any of those nades, not leaving any gaps in those smokes, ensuring they have those smokes up before they move into the site. So even if they're running into a stack, they are likely to be successful at denying it. Now we get the gun round. Magic's already going on top of Hut. Plenty of nades for Sprout to work with, so yard smokes are a possibility, but Slacks himself has an AWP, so he may just wait to see if he can find a pick. So far, no fights, though.
They're going to send degster up on a boot stand. Slacks is ready for it. Quick kill. That's the AWP route for Team Spirit. Man advantage for Sprout. They've been waiting for it. And they haven't really forced the issue on many fights, but this door smoke, will this work against Magix? It will! Another kill. Magix tried to make the gap work for him, but it works against him. And now a two-man advantage for Sprout. The execute towards outside. I'm loving this. This is exactly what Sprout wanted. Was this kind of play, right? Where you get these executes towards outside, you wait before you execute to get these early kills, and those come towards them, and now Sprout can go forward with the two-man advantage. Dennis playing in and around the smokes as they start to fade away. He's actually missed the timing there. Mira just peeked into him, just about keeping SDY alive. The attack in towards the A side's being confirmed. The bomb plant can come in. I think Team Spirit probably considering the save call here, making the retake happen. A player down is just not all that likely. And so it has to be the call for the save. And Sprout are going to be up to 4-0. We're continuing to see this confident, but also clinical and tactical
methodical
approach. Yeah, everything for Sprout. They're just looking so good.
And for Spirit, one of the concerns I was having coming into Nuke is some of those silly mistakes they can make at times where they give it a little gap in the smoke and Magix gets caught. Those kinds of things, if they're punished on Dust 2 or other maps, maybe aren't as brutal. But on Nuke, sometimes those mistakes can be so incredibly costly. And this is a round where they are incredibly costly. They lose out. Slacks does well to get an early kill of his own. There's been a lot of talk about the strength of the CIS region as of late. Gambit and Na'Vi spearheading that, but Spirit have also been a big part of it. And if they go out to Sprout here, then it'll be up to the other CIS teams to show us that the region is still strong, because Sprout are doing really well right here.
Yeah, it'll be a pretty bad start into Cologne, the first land back for the CIS region if one of the teams don't make it out of the play-in. Slacks is going to be running through the squeaky door, Molotov keeping them back. Just another slow round here from Sprout, but looks like Favin is trying to take a fight in towards mid. I don't know if he's going to go for a wider stance, and he isn't. He's going to drop back and play with his team. Mir currently at Secret Stairs. Slacks is going to try and peek down onto him. I wonder if this is going to work out for Slacks. Depends on whether or not Mir goes for some information. Does he pop his head up to take a fight? Utility is starting to come in towards outside again. It's going to be that lineup for Hell and Main coming in. Usually allows the drop down into Main for that contact explosion. Sprout are just going to play slow. They're really waiting for the mistake. They're really waiting for that pick before they go anywhere. They feel like that's incredibly important for them.
This time, Spirit aren't giving away those fights as easily, though. They've tightened the ship slightly, so no holes have been opened up. They're not sinking early in this round, and that'll give them the chance to swim later in it, because with 35 seconds remaining, Sprout have to make up their minds here. They have to commit to a play.
Looks like they're going to do it as well.
Look at the utility for Spirit as well.
Yeah, they've just saved it all. They know the slow play. This is the difference between going for the slow play time and time again. You don't keep them guessing. They can save onto the utility, but Dennis, a machine. Double kill for him. A third in as well. He's making it look so easy against this gun round. Spirit saved the utility. They had the positions on the hold, but you didn't account for Dennis.
And some great flashbangs from Sprout to put them in those positions where it's not just going to be them getting locked out early. They don't just get crunched by the early crossfire that Spirit could have established. Instead, the flashes mean Spirit aren't able to be the ones who dictate the pace of which the fights happen. Instead, it's Sprout coming to them. We thought Spirit had done enough holding these nades. Mir and Degster were the ones who had the most utility, though. They weren't on that A-bomb site. They could have used those nades to retake if their teammates did a decent job on the hold, but that didn't happen. Dennis impressing us so far, and Spirit taking a very early timeout. Here's that play. He thought he was safe from the site, but it's the flash. Magix is blinded, and Dennis delivering crazy impact here.
Timeout needed for Team Spirit. They usually give it to the second gun round before they go for this, but once that happens too, I don't think you've got any other option. They're gonna buy again. They've had a lot of investment. They've had double ops, they've had single ops out.
And the ops have kind of been a non-factor so far.
They've just been a non-factor. 0 kills for Degster.
Even for Sprout, man. Slacks only has the one.
Yeah.
It was an important kill that he got. Helped them get that round win.
Yeah, but the play style that Sprout have been going for is holding that orb outside for these early peaks from Team Spirit. It's the rifles that are needed to do the job right in these inside takes, and that's been working really well for Sprout. They haven't really needed to go to the AWP, which is actually a worrying sign in its own, because they haven't needed to go deeper in their strat work. They're just going for these side takes. Dennis is going for a little change in pace. This is a much faster round for them. Quicker down into the lower side. Mir's already here, though. Mir's already here, and he's found one. The second player goes down to Chopper, and the bomb is down. This is much better for Team Spirit, and they're feeling real comfortable about this one. Mir, he runs out of ammo. That's why he used the A4. And now Slacks on the no-scope. He's found Mir, but a 2v4. This is where the op really does need to deliver. Being tied by the Molotov. Spam is through, and Magic's on his kill. Spiidi stuck in towards outside. He's alone in the world, and I think the madness has come to a close in the round. Degster gets his first, and the change in pace does not work out for Sprout. The first quick round they run, Team Spirit have rotations down to the B-bomb site immediately.
Spirit showing those rotates are solid. Up until this point, the rotates haven't been able to come in, but that's because the plays have been on the upper site. This time, the rotate down towards lower is well placed. Mir making sure that he holds down on lower. Definitely a player who stepped up on some of these rounds so far in this series. Mir had a bit of a slow start overall, but has really come back and shown us that he can be the best player on the server. So off the back of the timeout, Sprout go for that switch up. Now we see them go back to this slow style that was working for them earlier. They get one man down secret early. Just Dennis there on the lurk, but everyone else holding their own ground.
It is just going to be these slower rounds, I think, that are going to work the most for Sprout, but the lack of utility on Spirit is giving me a lot of confidence for this late round play of Sprout, right? You don't have the Molotovs really. Degster's the only player with full utility. You've got now 3 flashbangs, other than on Degster, you've got to play with. And Magix is going into hut. This counter aggression, this play in towards the hut is needed because they don't have the utility to really hold on. So maybe delaying with the players inside of HUD.
And a preemptive rotation this time. 3 ready on the A site.
And it's going to be an attack out. Here comes the play. SDY holding on. AK-47 good for 1. Unable to get the follow-up. Cressy and Spiidi getting the kills, and Magic's in behind. Finally, they turn and find it. And all the kills for Sprout come in. Chopper's just left alone. Coming right back up the ladder, but the rest of his teammates are down. And Chopper has to really dig deep to get a couple of kills here. Another flank in below.
Spirit is struggling on an individual basis here. It has to be said. That's a round where they preemptively rotate 3 players onto that A site. They had that read. They knew that it was going to be the A play. They had Magics pushed in HUT. You know everyone's pushing through door, and they can't get the kills they needed. I think it was Mir on the site who looked like he should have been set up for way more. Magic's not able to do too much to help out because they're already all out towards the site itself. It's a round where Spirit knew exactly what was coming at them, and they still can't win it.
We're 8 rounds deep, and only 1 player has 5 kills. No one from Spirit has over 5 kills right now. This is a wild affair. For Sprout as well, it's been a really good team effort out of pretty much everybody. You know, Slacks is down there on 3, Cressy on 2, but they're doing their role. Fav and Spiidi, in particular, Dennis. I mean, the amount of kills those 2 players are getting is just unreal. AWP from Slacks is going to try and get an opening, but good utility usage. It's coming in early for Team Spirit. They're really using a lot of the util to try and stop these early peaks.
How did that door open backwards, though? Did he just double press it?
Maybe he hit it with a nade hitting the door?
Yeah, I don't know.
And he just put it the other direction.
I don't know enough about the door mechanics, sadly.
Yeah.
I think you can, like, there's a way you could open the doors backwards, I think, maybe. Like, it used to be a thing on Cash, I know.
Yeah, but that was if you got in a certain corner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, what? Alright. That's not exactly the start Chopper was hoping for, but at least he's still alive. Slacks dropping him down to 3 HP, but look at this rotation over to Hell. Dexter's come over here, but they know about that possibility. They're going to throw a smoke. They're going to try and isolate this fight, and Favin's been able to find the opening. SDY's down, man, advantage in play for Sprout, and they're not going towards ramp. Instead, they're dropping back. Mir's come over to the A side again, but he has been spotted going into main. He's going to throw his Incendiary down to try and delay, and this does give time for Team Spirit to try and figure out what's going on, although it doesn't matter because they're just getting torn apart. Favin and Spiidi with kills again. Degster on the site, no scope, finds the bomb, goes back again, another no scope for Degster, 3 picked up. Degster is a death machine right now, and Slacks is coming in to try and stop him. Right into the graveyard he goes, it's a no scope again. Degster is hyped. Team Spirit have got a hero in this round. And now they've got a chance as they come back in with their 2nd round on the board. Is that the lifeline they need?
I thought Degster might just go for the full no-scopes there for a second, but that 3rd one, he had to scope in at that range. He needed the highlight play for his team. Close range for the 1st one. Great kill onto the 2nd. And there's the 3rd scoping in for it, but this last kill, another no-scope at the end.
It's a shotgun.
Oh, we don't get to see it, but still. You got to see it.
Should have called a pause, guys. Come on, let us see the replays.
And remember, back on Dust 2, there was that one hero round from Chopper, and it led to a win streak. It led to more from Team Spirit. It seems like when they get those moments to hype themselves up, they're able to use that and build the momentum. Sprout's money is low here.
Yeah.
Spirit could win this.
This is a turning point in the game, for sure.
It could be.
And we'll see if Sprout can get back to winning ways. If they do, then it's just a hero play. Then it's just an anomaly, right? But if Team Spirit win this round, it's the turning point, it's the tipping point, it's the chance back into the 1st half. 50 seconds. Sprout walking their way in towards lobby, or should I say the ramp room, because they've tried to go there time and time again. Chopper has been under a good bit of pressure, and now Degster holding. He's come over to Hell. He's often here quite quickly to support his teammate, but this time Chopper's actually dropped back immediately into the B bomb site. They're actually giving them ramp control to play with. I wonder what Sprout do with this though. Chopper's getting the info that they aren't down on B. Dennis is dueling out at Secret right now from Red, and now Chopper is going to get that info. He needs help down here, and he hasn't been able to get a kill. Dennis has taken down 2 players on the upper side as well. Finally, degster will take him out of play, but Sprout, they've got a 2-man advantage, and Dennis is just rolling back the years right now.
Dennis is just dishing out the damage, dishing out the punishment. And maybe that previous round was just a flash in the pan with degster getting the hero play. He got that kill in this one, but it was after Dennis had done all the heavy lifting. Sprout are looking so solid, so impressive. The individuals are stepping up. (7-2) lead. Spirit having to save just a couple of guns. And even with the big boy losing bonus, their money won't be good enough into this one. 2 save guns to work with. It's that play from Dennis. The adjustment is so good. First headshot was just a good pre-aim, good headshot height. The second one was a brilliant reaction to the player peeking him from Secret. And Team Spirit do actually go for the buy here. Their money wasn't ideal, but they can drop a couple of weapons, a couple of FAMASs in the mix, but all in all, not a bad buy. One that they can definitely work with.
It's a quick smoke execute towards outside for Sprout. They're not wasting their time here. They're not waiting for those early picks. They're just going for the smoke execute, and that allows these 3 players from Sprout to get in towards Secret early on. They are going to go and start their play to Garage instead, and that's the kill from Dennis. SDY has gone down again. Dennis making the difference. He's dominating the outside position. Oh, look at this ramp. Oh, look at this play. Magic tries to get aggressive. Came down to who was going to come out on top, and it ends up being Favin, but he gets a little overzealous. Or, as Breezy was saying early on, overjealous.
Oh, Spiidi looking for something. This fight is extended. However, Spiidi finally dealt with. Oh my god, degster's got up the ladder, flanking out Spiidi, who thought he was just taking some pot shots, didn't realize he was in trouble.
Dennis,
oh my god.
It would have been his kill, but Slacks has taken it away, and now degster trying to duel it out with the AWPer on the opposing side. Degster has so much to do, and in the blind spot, he needs to be careful. Shot nearly goes through the middle of the site, and Dennis is up in the rafters because he didn't get that kill into the middle of the site. I don't know if they're going to expect him to be up here. Oh, Dennis, he's got such a good angle, but they spotted his feet. Mir knows he's there. It's still a kill, though, from Kresu. Came in behind. He was always on the flank. And now degster, he's alone. He's got to go back up the ladder. This time not to get a kill, but this time to save his weapon. As Sprout are now on 8 rounds. They've already confirmed themselves the round lead if we go into the second half without them winning a single round at this point. They'll still go into the second half a lead. And they've got so many rounds to play with. Team Spirit have shown us absolutely no signs that they're going to win more rounds here, by the way. It has just been a huge individual play that is not sustainable. It's not replicable. It is not good enough right now for Team Spirit.
And that's why they've taken the timeout. They themselves know it. It's harsh, but it's true. It hasn't been good enough here for Team Spirit. Cressy coming in with a nice kill on the flank. One more at the end onto degster, but the round was already done by that point. It's so strange seeing Spirit fall so flat with some of their individuals. You expect Mir to always be on for them. You expect SDY to be a really reliable player. It's just not been the case.
Germans and Cologne. Just happens to be a bit of magic here for Sprout. Really growing into this one. Fertilized soil and all that.
On home fertilized soil.
Yeah.
Doesn't really work quite as well.
I think we probably have gone as far as we can with that one. I don't think so. I think we could push a little further.
All right, do you want a wild prediction, Dinko? Here we go.
Ahead.
Spirit are winning this round, mate. With the Deegs. You already know. They're coming back into this one. I got faith in my boy Boris.
Yeah.
Got a couple of D kills in that similar position previously.
I mean, there's definitely a possibility here, but I don't think they've had that same spice to them. You know, there hasn't been those moments other than really degster. I haven't seen any of those crazy Spirit moments.
They come at you when you least expect them, man.
Yeah, they got to have a lot of team spirit to get into this one.
Would you say it smells like team spirit?
I would
It's
say
not
it probably
quite the
has that
line, but
whiff to it, yeah.
It's close enough.
I mean, Blair loves that line. So, yeah, I think he used it more than anybody. I think everybody's used it a fair enough times now. There goes the Molotov in towards top hut. I don't know how, but it's not spread to degster.
Do they know about that?
Yeah, SDY's let they come up. Degster's got a double kill. They had no idea. And now the flurry of kills starts to come through. Degster with another 3K. And here we go. Magix wins it. Hawker, get your crystal ball out. Put it away now.
Call me Mystic Mac Dinko, I predict these things, as Conor McGregor would say. A horrible attempt at the accent, but wow, what a round from Team Spirit, and degster goes overlooked, and again it's him. They do actually clear him. Okay, they were looking his way. He just hit them with the quickest kills you're going to see in a while. Great work from degster. He was trying to hype up his team again there. You saw it on the player cam. He was getting loud and proud because Team Spirit need it right now. They've got to come back here. They're the favorites in this matchup. Even going into the third map, even after losing Dust 2, they have to realize that they are a team who can always come back into it, and hopefully that's going to show them that they can start to build something.
It is going to be very hard. I don't think you can look at this time that's on the clock right now and realize it's so late in the day. And that will definitely breed more mistakes. But degster, what a leader in terms of the way he's leading by example by getting these kills. The Chopper's the leader of the team in terms of in-game leading the roster, but in terms of leading the kill count right now and trying to hype up the team, degster's doing a very good job at taking up the mantle. And Favin, he's got it behind. Quick headshot, one bullet used, a second in as well, and the flanking behind has crippled the defense. Chopper is down in hell, and I think that's where Team Spirit might just be right now. You're getting these plays out of degster, you're getting these rounds out of him, but you're not turning them into follow-ups. This needs to change, and Mira's got that kill. Favin now up at heaven. Mir's got another one. Good swing out from Chopper. Dennis now alone. He's going to fall as well, and Mir with a 3K. Finally, he arrives to the server. He has a good round, and it's not just a one and done. degster wins the last round, and together it is Team Spirit that come through with this one.
Favin bypassed them at ramp. You just worry that that's the moment that's going to be the decisive factor in the round. They had no clue he could be there. Both players got dealt with on the A-bomb site, but Spirit still believed. They found a way back into it, and it was incredibly important that they did, because now Sprout are back down to pistols. This is the best opportunity yet for Spirit to build a solid win streak, to get themselves a good enough CT side that they're still in the game, and that's a great nade. Tennis is down to 21 health.
Didn't think I would be seeing Sprout on a low buy anytime soon, but here we are, and Mir, he's arrived. He's here right now, fragging out, even against the pistols, of course, but it's all about just getting confidence back into the team, making them feel like it's doable. I think maybe they're starting to have a little lack of belief in the last couple of rounds, but if there's a player to do it, it would be degster to get them back into things. Now Chopper, his turn. He had a lot of big rounds on Dust too. He's only going to get one here, and he's traded out, and no one was close by, so an AK now in the hands of Favin. And Spiidi's going to come alongside him. You can't really afford to lose too many players here if you're Team Spirit. You don't have the money for it. You've got to keep them alive. They got to tuck up tail and hope they can pull this off. It's a good angle here from Magix. I think it's quite difficult to flush this one out. So he's just going to be holding, waiting for Spiidi to come into his crosshair. Nice quick headshot. Bomb down now as well. Favin ready to come on out. He's going to make the same fate. Great stuff there from Magix. Important that everybody's getting a little touch of the ball, shall we say. You know, getting into the play, getting a go at this. And now it's to 5. Team Spirit definitely back in this. Sprout could stop that though. Another buy coming up.
Back to the gun round. We'll see if they go back to their slow play. That earlier round, Sprout went for something slightly faster because they knew they had the positioning to do so. They had Favin in a really good spot, so they could go for the quick A play. Spirit was still able to bounce back though. Early yard smokes this time. Oh, SDY has been found through a smoke. Early frag in favor of Sprout. Now Mir sitting behind these yard smokes. They're all walking, so he doesn't hear those steps. He doesn't know that they've all gone down. He may have an inkling that that's a possibility, and now he tries the flank. Cressy was watching, but he's just looked away. Just as Mir starts to round the corner, he could come in behind them here. Oh no, he stepped!
He stepped, but I don't think they heard it. He's so far away, right? At this point, surely they couldn't have heard that. And now Chopper's down in the lower bomb site. They're not looking for him. Mir starts to come on in. Oh, Mir, he could be finding quite a few, but he's going to take Spiidi first. He's the one alone. Quick headshot, Chopper getting the rest, and now the bomb's down. It's down to Decon, and Slacks is going to swing out for a reply. 3v3, Mir inside of the site. Good kill on to Dennis. He's going to drop back into position as well now. Just using the cover, the barrel was spotted. Favin trying to get it done. He turns in behind him. Magic's down as well, and Favin couldn't quite follow up for the double. It's all on the Slacks. The German sniper needs to pull out a 1v2, and it's not going to happen. Mir with a 4K. That is what can happen when Mir gets a little go. You know, he's right back into play. He's back into this confident stance, and he's just getting kill after kill after kill.
That's the word for it. Pure confidence to make that play. You do not sit in that smoke and go for that flank unless you are confident. And who knows, if Spirit hadn't won those earlier rounds, maybe he doesn't make that play. Maybe he retreats into himself a bit more. But instead, he goes for it. He's confident that his read is correct and that he can flank safely. Sometimes teams will just put someone watching for that player flanking down secret. But Mir was ready to get in behind. And even that swing at the end there, you see that Mir knows he's going to hit that headshot. He doesn't care that there's an AWP waiting for him. He's happy to go ahead and just take that aim duel. And into the last round of the half, it looks like Team Spirit could salvage 7. Mir has to back away, but he gets back before Sprout can spot him. Yard control taken by Sprout, which does open up a bit more of the map for them.
Oh, Mir catches them looking the wrong way again. Chopper's helped him out. 2 early kills. Dennis even falling as well. Mir's just not missing shots now. Oh, finally, Slack gets him out of the round, but again, just quickly cleaned up by Chopper. Spiidi left, Deagle in hand, peering down to the back of the A-bomb site. And they'll be pushed from Secret. SDY getting it done. It's 7.5 coming in. What a comeback from Team Spirit. It's degster that opens it up, and Team Spirit close it out. It's 7.5. We'll be joined after the break for the second.
We were caught in the fire.
It's 7.5, as close as you can get it here on the final map of the day. 1 spot left at the Intel Extreme Masters Cologne. Which team's going to get it? Is it Sprout or Team Spirit? It looked like Sprout were going to walk away with a very convincing half, but then Team Spirit had a couple of big rounds out of degster. The Spirit was lifted in the team, and now the pistol begins. Dennis looking for some of these early fights in towards outside, but it's degster that's won the initial fight for Team Spirit. They're off to a good start in this pistol round.
According to our halftime song, Dinko, spirits never die. And they really refused to die in this map. It was looking bad for them, but they brought it back. We've got a close game on our hands. And now Spirit have started strong here in this pistol. They've got that early frag thanks to degster, who's been integral in this comeback so far. Cressy, eventually gets that kill he was looking for.
Yeah, and that's going to pull it back right away. Cressy's going to climb up the ladder into heaven, and just at the right time as well, because here comes the play from Team Spirit. Into the A-bomb site. They knew Spiidi was in the vent. Bomb plant starting to come through, at least confirming the second round force fire. Nothing else here for Team Spirit, but they are looking for the round win. And Sprout are sitting back. They have got a kid on Spiidi. Got a flash as well that's just been used up to try and allow this attack on in. Trading 2 for 2, coming back into play. Some Young in behind the blue box. He's got good cover. They know where he is. They're trying to figure out how to get rid of him, though. That's a bigger issue. And now they're fighting Chopper. Every kill just not coming through. And finally, Chopper and SDY close it out for Team Spirit. It's SDY that has a big round here in the second half. And we're tied up again. Team Spirit have pulled the full comeback.
And this is where it gets tricky for the Sprout side. They go ahead and go down to the force by SDY. Long range with the Glock. Those are difficult kills to find all the way over to main. And then, as you said, Sprout couldn't figure out how to clear him out from that box at the end there. Hard to do when you don't have the nades. Spirit going for something quick into the A site, and they've already got the opener. Mir finding that initial frag. Spiidi's stuck behind this smoke.
All right, through the smoke, Chopper has taken out Spiidi. Bomb planted, no risk of a force buy loss here for Team Spirit. They lost a couple of those over on Dust too. Slacks was able to crit some damage, allow those Deagles to get the body shots, and chaos was created that Sprout just loved. But this time around, is Team Spirit not having any of it. They come in, they're clinical on those kills, they get the bomb planted, and now we're looking at a 9th round, no problem for Team Spirit as they're into the lead. They look like they were down and out, right? Mentally, they look checked out late in the day. I really feel like degster, if Team Spirit pull this off, degster is going to be the MVP for me, because not just because of the performance he's having, which is obviously fantastic, the mental aspect of trying to get the team hyped up again, trying to get them back in focus. We can still do this. That's incredibly important, and to have a player like that, especially when this is his first big LAN, that's going to really help. That's a very valuable player to have inside of a roster.
He definitely deserves some big thanks if he can get his team over the line here. 9-8 up. And they should turn it into 10. What a comeback this has been. As you said, degster deserving a lot of credit, but the entire team has stepped up around him. Mir now up to 15 kills. Some save guns, of course, for Sprout here, so should be a little easier, but could still be a difficult round, depending on where Sprout position themselves. There's that Zeus for Spiidi, too. He's one of the players that loves that Zeus. He knows a lot of good spots for it. Slacks with the scout, taking initiative and taking the fight against the AK. Unfortunately, unable to land a headshot, so SDY finds him. Clean kill early for Team Spirit.
55 seconds. Favin is going to be playing on top of Hut. Spraying onto Dennis, 35 HP left. Now 2 for Dennis. He's really getting chunked down. It's unfortunate. Got the kill here. Cressy the body shots. Close iron goal. Worked out and ramp, and he's still alive. Finally traded out. Spiidi's got in towards Hut with the Zeus. Right now, Team Spirit on damage control because they don't want to lose anybody else. So you can slow it down with 25 seconds though. They are thinking about the play in the A site. Down towards B though. Miro's hit the headshot, but he's gone into lobby, switches out to the USP, and he just goes to his death. Dennis on 2 HP, stuck at ramp. And this is going to be a 10th round locked in for Team Spirit, the first team to reach double figures.
Light work for Team Spirit in this one. Looking real good for them now, and Sprout may have to do the same thing here. They may have to do what Team Spirit did on that earlier map, where they find a way back in, whether it's a hero play or a pocket strat, any sort of gimmick they may have come up with. Now would be the time to use it. It's only 10-8. It's still a game that is very winnable for them, but it just feels as though the tide is turning in favor of Team Spirit. Can they get over the hump, though? They're not at the top of the mountain just yet. Sprout will be able to get a bye together. AWP is in the hands of Slacks. He's been better so far on that CT side when he gets to hold the angles, when he gets to play positions where he's more comfortable. He has been putting in some good work. He has been getting some good impact for Sprout. We're about to find out if he can do the same here on Nuke. Early smokes at the ready from Team Spirit. Even if they don't commit off the back of those, it's something that Sprout have to be aware of. And the response from Sprout is some aggression through Squeaky.
Oh, they've sent the AWP in there. It's got rifle support. of Spiidi as well. Slacks is going to try and get this kill. He's done well. Mir's down early. Man advantage now for Sprout. This could be a turn in the play. Good flash. And that's held back the tease. No advantage will be falling out of the hands of Sprout anytime soon. But look how stacked they are in towards Squeaky. Cressy's got another kill here as well. Oh, Team Spirit. This round's not looking so hot for them at all. Sprout doing a much better job.
SDY blinding himself was far from perfect there. Did get to duck away from that safely, but then got caught out by the aggression elsewhere. 45 seconds for Team Spirit to find a way back into this round. And Slack's still going. Second shot lands, and he's got Faven to help him from above. This round already over. At this point, degster doesn't even have the bomb, so it's all about damage, which he won't be able to deliver. Clean round for Sprout. Everyone surviving on that CT side. This game looks like it could be a very close one. Both teams doing everything they can to qualify for Cologne.
No matter what the result is in the end, Sprout will put up a really good fight so far. It's not done yet. In terms of this round, it really could be a swing. Slacks is going so aggressive. I love this kind of confidence out of him, but is it going to work? Ships in the night. Mir going through the smoke, but he's going to wrap it. Oh, he looks at the smoke. A double kill from Mir. He finds Slacks and Dennis, and a huge opening to the round here for Team Spirit. You've just given Sprout an absolute spanner into the works. They've got to figure out how they're going to pull this back, and I don't know if it's even possible, but that's certainly a good start.
Man, made that look so easy. He didn't even react to it. I assure you it was not easy. The turnaround onto the second was especially well played. And now Team Spirit decide it's time to try and group up after losing their two-man advantage. Got turned into just a 4v3. So they want to make sure they don't give away any fights. Spiidi making noise. That makes it an easy kill for Mir. Easy pickings for that AK that's done so much for them in this round. Should have won them the round at this point. No CTs on the lower side of the map. Sprout no choice but to save.
So 11-9, Sprout unable to replicate the success into consecutive round wins. And that is going to end up being a round that Team Spirit will feel very happy about. And it all started off that play from Mir. How does he get out there? How does he know? How does he predict the positions of so many players? And Mir just wraps around the smoke, gets the one, and so quick to focus in on the second. Out towards the back of red. Cressy stops Chopper from coming up after him. Mir's now top fragger on the team. Starting to pull away from degster as well. So 11-9. The spot in Cologne still stands between Team Spirit and Sprout. The last chance to get through to IEM.
That second kill. Rapid turnaround. Spiidi making that bit of noise was his death sentence in that spot. Sprout saving two guns puts them in a position where they can put a goodbye together. They can get everything they would need into this one. Spirit looking for those yard smokes again. They've been rocking those at the start of almost all these rounds. And they've got a lot of different plays off the back of those yard smokes. Sometimes they follow them up as a team. Sometimes they just send Mir there to make a solo play. And then sometimes they don't follow them at all. And Sprout still have to be aware of the possibility of a player dropping down lower. But it's not the lower play this time. It's the flash and the smoke's ready into the A side.
Here comes the pop. Magic's leading the charge. Good flash. That gets Spiidi off the angle. And he's in the fire as well. Magic gets one and not the second. Faven survives only for a single kill. But it's Cressy that has got the double. It's an iron hold coming in from Cressy and Slacks as well. How does that get turned around for Sprout? Cressy drops down and just continues to mow them to pieces with the AUG.
It was such a good start for Spirit. Magics gets so deep into the site, but Cressy on the rotate finds 2 players in hut that weren't fully out, and then the drop down. SDY doesn't know that he's dropped so quickly. It's so smooth from Cressy dropping down into that fight, almost using that little ramp to push himself out into the open. And now Team Spirit's money is on the verge of being broken. They've got to buy together. They've got these same smokes at the ready. But if they lose this round, they've got themselves into a position where they can't afford to buy in the next.
Mir has been so good in these outside fights. He gets out beside the smokes quickly. He's not even going to respect the Molotov either. He gets beyond it. Dennis is down in towards Secret, though. This is going to become an incredibly important fight to start off the round. And Mir, he's going to win it. Dennis is down. Man advantage for Team Spirit. And now they can feel a little bit more comfortable. Now they can breathe.
Oh, slack scope, he commits. Just about gets back to safety. Mid trying to push them on that B bomb site, but his teammates weren't ready to help. They can now go down ramp to B, but now Cressy doesn't have to be worried of the flank. He still gets dealt with. And Spiidi also follows his teammate to an early grave.
It's unfortunate to see Sprout just capitulate like that. Team Spirit finding all of the important kills. Every fight goes their way. And Slacks and Favid have got to back away and save their weapons in this one. Team Spirit up to 12 rounds now. Sprout have got to hang in there. They've got to try and keep this close. They've got to keep doing damage, because if they lose control of the economy game this late in the matchup, that could be the backbreaker. That could be the moment that puts Team Spirit in Cologne.
It's that kill from Magix there that makes the difference, and it's such a low percentage kill, in my opinion. It's a wallbang headshot with a Galil. That play is clearly just kind of going for info, maybe a couple of shots and then the fallback. But Magix gets a kill that he maybe get 10-20% of the time. Really good headshot lands onto that player.
Got the CCTV camera. What's going on in here?
He's trying to block it, man. He's trying to block the camera while they do some shenanigans.
Yeah. Who knows what they're up to this late at night. Timeout. First one here for Sprout. I was actually kind of surprised they didn't call it in the first half. I was expecting maybe one when that comeback was coming in from Spirit to try and slow down that momentum, slow down that hype. But it never came in. And this is the first one for Sprout being used up. Letting their coach have a little say.
Both teams have got double-digit rounds on every map in this series. Has been competitive. Ancient was still quite comfortable for the Team Spirit side, but Sprout shocked them as they went ahead and won the Dust 2 that Spirit love and hold near and dear to their heart.
Yeah, it's betrayed them here. I'm glad Sprout have actually shown us what they're capable of in the tournament. You know, I think they were a little slow to start in the play-in, and I think at this point we're starting to see that Sprout that they're saying they are, right? They're saying their individuals are playing well in their interviews coming into the event, and we finally got to see it click. It took some time, but they may have just peaked at the right time, because they might just get through the play and they may sneak past Team Spirit and get into the main event of IEM Cologne. But right now, CIS team still in the lead. The buy not there for Team Spirit. They do have their 2 safe weapons. They've got Slacks on the AWP, Favin on the M4. Mir once again going for this early aggression in towards Yard, playing with these smokes. This time he's not alone though, he has his teammate in behind him.
Run boost across is safe for Magix. They were concerned of the AWP that they know Slacks has, but he's all the way down in secret, so Yard is free right now. The pistols can't hold that. Good bit of map control for Spirit. They're all the way into hell. And if they go up that ladder, then an A split looks like a great idea. Or they could even go down ramp.
Oh, Cressy go after running. He's found one. It's a good start, but he's much more than that. He's got to get a couple more out of this. He's going to get a line up. The body shots looking to try and get them. He will land one more, but not enough for the kill. Favin's going to turn around though, and somebody young has gone down, and that is going to put Sprout into the man advantage situation. Down into the lower bomb site, Team Spirit have made the call. They want to run down into B. Chopper's tossed the bomb, and now he's going to have to pick it up again. Try and get that bomb planted. Mir's going to cover off the double door. Swings wide open. Dennis with the first kill. Chopper looking away, but there's not enough kills here for Team Spirit. 5 seconds left. No time. And Sprout have stolen away an absolute blinder. This is unbelievable for them. They're even trying to kill degster after the time, but it just won't work out. That's a much needed round for Sprout. I was saying how they needed to stay in it, and they're doing that. That's a round that gets them right back into contention.
And we've been saying throughout this series that it feels like Team Spirit are a team who like to ride with that momentum, but that can go the other way. If you lose a round, you feel like you shouldn't have lost, it can go the other way. It can go against you, and you can start to struggle to close out the rounds. They're a team who often go on big win streaks and big loss streaks. They cannot let that be the start of a loss streak here on the Spirit side. Timeout taken by Sprout ahead of this one. They know just how important this round is, because if they win it, Team Spirit will have barely any money on a bunch of their players. Even in this one, they've got a couple of Tech 9s in the mix.
Tech 9s.
This music is very fitting right now. It is intense.
It is real intense right now. Sprout, they've given themselves the prime opportunity. Will Team Spirit answer back with some weaker weapons of their own? They're going to go for the play. Looks like a quick one in towards the A bomb site over the top. Spiidi's trying to hold on. He's got a double kill. 3 from Spiidi, nearly coming out, but Chopper finally silences him. But it's not going to be enough. degster now, 1 versus 3. Quick headshot, couldn't quite flick down. Was still looking towards top hut, but Favin had slid his way down to the ground level. And 12-12. And speaking of level, we are exactly that on the scoreboard.
Good work from Spiidi. Didn't look as clean as you might like it to be if you were making a highlight clip, but he got the 2 initial kills that he needed to. And that makes sure that if you don't get those early kills, or you don't let those early kills come against you, it's a lot easier to hold that A site. And you see it there. Chopper has to just barrel through and get the 1 frag, but by that point, they're down in the trades. They're down and out of the round. They're not down and out of this one, though, because even though the money isn't great, they have bought 1 AK.
We did see yesterday, Mir with a hero AK can really be a hero, right? You can get 4Ks, you can turn these rounds in your favor. Slacks has to really pick up the mantle. I try to avoid pick up the slack, and now it's going to be Favin taking 2. SDY and degster are just left in the open. Damage control for Sprout, and in fact the lead is now picked up for them. SDY coming right into the rifle of Cressy. The Germans are only 3 steps away from heading to the main event. Intel Extreme Masters Cologne, a team that came into this as one of the teams that should be going out in the play-in in many people's books, but they might just put the CIS team away.
They made it here from Meisterschaft.
Yeah.
They got the opportunity by beating all the German competition. Now they could be going all the way through to the main event itself. It's not over yet, though. They were able to win a close one over on Dust 2. They've got to do the same. They've got to show us that they can come through in those big moments. Slack's going down early. Dennis putting the molly down to slow this push into Secret, but Spirit will still find their way into the position they were looking for. It's these same smokes that Spirit have been rocking, with 3 players committing behind them this time.
Slacks is down here defending with the AWP, though. Will he be able to get the kill out of it? Coming right in front of his business. Now Magic swinging out straight away. Shot to the head. And a 5v4 man advantage here for Team Spirit, looking to try and bring that bomb down into B. And when you dish out the AWP that quickly, you can't really do much about that if you're Sprout. You need these riflers now to really step up. And Cressy's coming down into the lower site. Decon looks to swing wide open. Cressy trying to get a good position to deal with it, and he has. He's got behind cover. There's just 1 kill for Cressy. They're going to need more out of that. Favin's going to try and assist, but he hasn't really got his chance, and now he goes back up. SDY was on the flank, and even then, even with Favin looking back, it is still SDY that comes out on top of it. Team Spirit answer back quickly into the lower bomb site, and Sprout will have to take a loss. We're tied up again, 13 apiece, and this is just an unbelievable game of Counter-Strike between these 2 teams.
Banging shot from Magix onto the AWP. Dennis holding close. It could Bit of damage done by these two players as they find some exit kills. An economy could become consequential, considering Spirit don't have any money in the bank, and now they only get to save the 2 weapons. But a really solid play into the B site. Magic's kill again opens it up. He's having to go in first a lot for his team, and he's been getting a couple of important kills that open up the round for them. Cressy got into a decent position. However, it's so hard when they're already coming out through decon and you haven't fully got into the best position you would want on that B site. And it's Sprout who keep on taking the timeouts, keep on making sure that they know exactly what they need to do. They know exactly what Spirit have into this one. They also know that if they do win this one, the loss bonus for both teams is so low. This is the moment right here. Whoever loses this has bad money. This round could decide who goes to Cologne, because whoever wins it has got a great chance to go ahead and steal this series.
And we get right into it. The MAC-10 for SDY, often on the weaker weapons, can often deliver on them as well. Team Spirit showing outside presence. They're going to throw some utility. Mio this time not going for that full fight towards outside. He's going to play a little slower to begin with. Favin's expecting the play out of the squeaky door down vent, but it's not come through. Both teams know the magnitude of this round. Both teams not wanting to give away the edge. No player wants to be the player that makes the mistake in a round like this. And so it's slow and it's tentative from both sides. But here comes the utility. Outside execute once again for Team Spirit.
They've been putting those smokes into play in almost every round. We've seen it time and time again, but we've seen different outcomes from it. degster has to be ready here.
Oh, Dennis's position. He could get them here. Bomb down. Could get a lineup. Dennis gets away with 2. Finally traded out. And because of those 2 kills found by degster and Mir, we're still at a 3v3. 50 seconds left on this timer now for Team Spirit. Sprout have to make the adjustments in the defense based on the information that's been picked up. SDY still in lobby. He's got a player down on the lower bomb side. That's Cressy just figuring out what's going on. And Favin and Spiidi have doubled up the buddy system in towards Hut, getting ready for this inevitable late round attack from Team Spirit. They think it's going to be the A site, and they would be correct in assuming so. Heaven through Hut. This is the play. SDY, he's going to get one in the MAC-10. Gets traded out. Now they know where Favin is, and they get the quick reply. It's down to Cressy. 1 versus 2. Bomb gets planted here, and he's got to make a clutch happen here, Cressy. He's got to pull off a miracle. Smoking towards Heaven. Starts to fade away. And Cressy has some utility forward, a flash and an incendiary, but this is never an easy retake. You never want to be in this situation. And Cressy's going to try and get out on towards the site, but waiting for him on the other side of it is Chopper, and he's going to get tagged down low, but no kill for Cressy. 14-13. That's an important round to win that for Spirit, and they come out on top of it.
Magnificent shot from Mir in towards the Hut player. That was so important to get themselves onto the site with ease. He's up there at the top of the board right now with 25 kills, and look at what it means for Sprout. We were saying whoever wins that round has a brilliant chance to win the series, because now Sprout have a full save on 14-13. It's such a heartbreaking moment for them, but what can they do in this round? They can't rely on this.
No, you can't. There's nothing here that gets you excited about it, especially with that early kill. Team Spirit, they've got the first. Magic's has got the second. And at this point, we're starting to just watch the Spirit players drop. They're going to have to play for overtime. If they want that spot at Cologne, they've got to go to OT against Team Spirit. Dennis prevented OT in map 2. This time, I don't think that's going to be happening. degster has come in with a map 10. Mio getting a frag on Spiidi. Just a matter of time before we lock in that 15th and series point for Team Spirit. Oh, Favin, he's let them run by, but SDY will see him. And now Team Spirit are just 1 round away from qualifying for the Intel Extreme Masters Cologne, the team that should be moving through on paper, the team that would add to the collection, the trifecta of CIS teams looking to compete for the Masters Trophy. And they have that possibility if they just win this next round. They have 2 chances, in fact.
It's been a longer road than they may have expected. There have been a few more hurdles for them to clear than they would have wanted. But as long as they make it, that's all that matters at this point.
Yeah. And now Favin up on top of Hut. He was looking for some of that early play, looking for those plays to get around the corner. But for Team Spirit, they want to close it here. They do not want to have to play in round 30. Utility at the ready once again to smoke outside. But do they go with it this time? Mir is often okay being in these situations alone.
Sprout have rarely gone for any aggressive plays behind these smokes either. They've never looked for it. They've never looked to see if they can get that info. So Spirit are pretty safe going for this play, getting down Secret safely.
Especially in a round like this, right? If you haven't been doing that in the other gun rounds, you're not going to try it here. It's not worth the risk. And Slacks is going to be down in towards the Secret stairs. This could result in an opening pick. He has been shut down before, and again, it's going to happen. Magic's in with a quick headshot. And now that opens up the B site. It's a sprint here from Team Spirit. Will it be a sprint to the finish line? Sprout looking to try and hold on. A quick kill from Spiidi. SDY's gone down. Team Spirit, this isn't a done deal. The bomb has been planted. And degster holding the extremities. They come through Secret. 3 players running down the stairway. degster's got the first. He looks away as the second comes through. degster's got it going for more. And Mir on the headshot. Cressy left alone. He's got a 1v4 in his hands. And it's just not going to happen. Team Spirit, we're going to see them at IEM Cologne tomorrow. We're going to see them in the main event. And Sprout, it is unfortunate. They fought so hard. But it's not going to be enough. We'll be right back to break this one down.